Good afternoon. Excuse me. Good afternoon. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having some streaming issues here, so bear with me. I don't know why. Hope you're not buffering. Hold on a second. Okay, welcome back. I don't know what's going on. My stream health is not happy right now, so I hope you guys, I'm dropping millions of frames. What is going on? Are you guys buffering? Are you buffering? Okay. Welcome to my channel. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. How are you guys? Hope you're having a really good Saturday. I took a little easiness this morning, let my husband sleep in. So I am coming at you a little bit later than normal on a Saturday. But I am excited to talk about this change because I am looking forward to this change. So back in the day, there was this little franchise called The Real Housewives of the OC. And Vicki, this chick over here, she was one of the stars of the very first season. And this was well before there was a million franchises and well before The Real Housewives really became a landscape of our social media, reality TV, tabloid fodder. Before we really even paid attention to what they were doing in their private lives off camera. And she announced last night on Instagram that she is leaving. Hold on. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my stream. Keep dropping frames. She announced that she is leaving the show after a massive blowout this past season on the reunion. So when season 14 wrapped, she had a meltdown of massive proportions and she was going after everyone. No one was off limits. Andy wasn't off limits. Her castmates, the only castmates she seemed to actually want to interact with were Shannon and Tamara. And then she had issues with pretty much everyone. But it was her specific targeting of Braunwyn that had a lot of people pissed off because of why she was targeting Braunwyn. And on the third episode of the three-part reunion special, Vicki actually made the she lost it. She lost it to everyone. Everyone that could listen, she was yelling at. And during this time, you guys hang on. For some reason, my stream health is not being happy right now. And this doesn't make any sense. I'm dropping too many frames. I have to... Okay. Please tell me this will work now. Okay, I had to switch internets. Thank you guys for bearing with me. My internet has been a pain in the butt right now. Okay, so at the reunion, she was yelling at absolutely everyone about everything, but it was her specific targeting of Braunwyn that had a lot of people upset. During the season, the cast welcomed a new member to the show, Braunwyn. Vicki for season 14 was actually demoted, which didn't make her happy. For the first 13 seasons that she had been on, she had been featured in a feature role as a housewife. For season 14, they put her down into a position of a friend. Being in the friend position is what ultimately made her lose her mind. Friend positions on the Housewives, they're featured, but they're not on as many episodes, so it's more of a recurring role. And their specific drama or life doesn't take center stage to the wives that are actually given top billing for the show. With the loss of that top billing, we saw less of her this past season, and ultimately that's pretty much what made her and her ego lose it, because she had been on the show for 14 seasons. Now, everyone that's from the first season is gone at this point. They left at different points, and I think at this point, the only longer one that would be on there would be probably Tamara. So at the reunion, she freaked out at Kelly Dodd, called her not successful. And Kelly's kind of a crap person anyway, but whatever, that's just my opinion. She yelled at Braunwyn and she yelled at everyone. She yelled at Andy. She told Andy to remember where he came from and that she was the original. She was the OG. Yeah, I'm not even lying. So she basically told everyone to F off. After the reunion, she said that she would not be coming back unless they gave her back. She was yelling about how she had the friend role, and that was really what sort of got her up. But it was her going after Braunwyn that had a lot of fans upset, because Braunwyn in the season came out and basically acknowledged that she is bisexual and that she and her husband have an openness to have relationships where they bring people in, i.e. women, for them to have fun with. Vicki said it was disgusting. She literally called Braunwyn's lifestyle disgusting. She said she has 7 children, she's married, it's inappropriate, it's gross, whatever. She also said that the Housewives needed to elevate their behavior, and she seemed to pick on Braunwyn for taking, undressing down to her undergarments to run into a pool when she wasn't necessarily naked. Vicki called her naked. Then Andy and them are pointing out all the things that are hypocritical, how she showed her nipples, how she did this, how she did that, how she kissed women, how she had done a lot of things, and then Vicki would just like come back at it and be like, well, I'm 57 and I'm a grandmother and we need to elevate ourselves. We need to be better than this. We need to do this. We need to do that. And then every time someone would yell at her, she would be like, it's my show! It's my show! It's my show! So, and she had her drunk voice. Vicki has like her normal voice and then she has drunk voice. She like drank a ton of tequila before she went on air. So I'm pretty confident she was hammered when she was on the reunion. Because she definitely had her drunk yelling voice. But last night, now since everything happened with the reunion, Bravo has been tight-lipped about who is coming back for season 15. Now, it's reported that season 15 is currently under production, but there hasn't been an announcement yet of who will be coming back and what roles they will be filling. There's been leaks that there's an expectation that certain people will be back, and then there's certain people that are on the chopping block. Braunwyn is one that was prominently featured as someone that would be coming back. And I would think overall her openness and her what her role was this year, it got a ton of press. And it got a lot of positive press. And she had a lot of positivity she received as a result of that. And I think ultimately that is what, in my opinion, had Vicki pissed off at her, because Andy reminded her she gets mad at every new person. But I think because Braunwyn was so well received and fans really liked her, she didn't like the fact that she had all of the attention and Vicki did not. Tamra has given a thumbs up that she might be returning, but they have not said. But it's noted that a lot of the girls could be on the chopping block. Andy Cohen actually said that there's going to be some humongous shakeups with the cast because they want to keep it fresh. And it's pretty clear from the reunion that it was very divided and not a lot of people got along. So there might have been some personality conflicts they needed to get rid of. Tamra has been on forever and a lot of people are tired of her. But this is what Vicki said. I will always be the OG of the OC, but it's time to say goodbye to the Real Housewives of Orange County. It's been an incredible ride for 14 years, and I want to thank all of you for your support, for your love, and for the whooping it up with me along the way. I have been working on new projects that will be exciting, empowering, and inspirational. My podcast with the Westwood One will be launching soon, and it will have much more to say about this on Whoop It Up with Vicki. I love you. I hope you will join me with my new journey, so please stay tuned. I love all my fans, and I want to say thank you, Bravo and Evolution, for their incredible experience, which my family and I will never forget. And then after making that statement, Andy Cohen posted this, and he said, I remember the first reunion I did with Vickie Gunvalson. Occasionally our eyes would meet as I grilled the other women, and she would wink at me optimistically and effervescently as both of her deep dimples shone. She kept winking at me year after year, and it always made my heart smile. Vicki is an original who remained her authentic self and her family van freakout through her last reunion. It's hard to remain it's hard to remain exactly who you are for being on television for so long, but Vicki is one of a kind. Thank you for everything, Vickie Gunvalson. What a ride, and it's not over. The pic is actually from the season 3 reunion, and I always really liked it. So Andy, her boss at Bravo, sends her farewell. Now, she is going to be leaving, and the cast will be shaken up. It sounds like Braunwyn will be back along with maybe Kelly Dodd. They posted a photo together on Instagram, which had a lot of people assuming that they were filming. But Vicki was basically like screaming at Braunwyn, saying that she wasn't being herself and she was so over the top. And then they were reminding Vicki about all the crap she's done over the years. So it kind of reminds me, like her meltdown, it kind of reminded me of when Madonna started like attacking Lady Gaga. You know, like when your reign is over as the queen, but you're the last one to know. That's what happened. Like Madonna, she's still amazing in and of itself, but she's obviously, you know, she's in her 60s now, and she's definitely not like at the same, like Gaga's like in the sort of middle of her career, right? And Madonna's sort of like at the tail end. And not to say that she isn't amazing, but you know what I mean? Like as you move on, the new move in. And she just didn't know it. Kind of like, you know, athletes are always the last to know that they're not good anymore. Tom Brady. Anyways, so Brett Favre is a perfect example of that. So here we are. Vicki is angry. She wasn't going, it sounds like she didn't get this position as housewife that she wanted. She was going to remain a friend if she remained on the show, and they want to keep the show fresh and interesting. And I will say it had been stale. I hadn't watched for a long time because I was so bored of these people. Frankly, Vicki has never been one of my favorites. I've always disliked her. I just always thought she was like super opinionated and mean to the other women and super judgmental. And this is an example of how she targeted Braunwyn. What's that? Oh, hold on a sec, okay? So, are you surprised that Vicki is leaving? Are you not surprised? What are your thoughts about her leaving? Do you think this is of her free will? Or is this because she has to go and this is Bravo letting her leave with class? All right, you guys, I'll be back later. Let me know in the comments below. Bye.